Another vanilla launch exotic, the Titan exotic gauntlets, the no backup plans, were always decent, but were never really decent enough to warrant use over the more flexible vanilla Titan exotics, like the tried and true armamentarium, and defender-specific exotics like the Helm of Saint 14. Being a defender-specific exotic itself, the no backup plans don't see much use in today's meta, which is unfortunate given their amazing utility if used correctly. There was a significant buff to the no backup plans during the Taken King to radically increase their effectiveness, which I'll get into later. As always, let's look at the perks and create a build. So like other exotic gauntlets, such as the Khepri Sting and the sealed Ahamkara Grasps, the no backup plans have a locked perk to grant increased melee attack speed, which is always a decent option, and you can roll either momentum transfer or impact induction to allow your abilities to cool down each other. Personally, I tend to stick with rain blows since the no backup plans are already tuned to a melee build, but either perk would be fine. The shotgun loader perk is also fixed, which will really make sense when you look at the exotic perk, and you can roll either machine gun or rocket launcher loader, so go with what you want. The exotic perk grants force barrier from shotgun kills, and force barrier lasts longer. So this exotic allows you to get the defender Titan's force barrier overshield to trigger by simply getting a shotgun kill, instead of a melee kill. This alone is an amazing feature, but the exotic also grants part of the defender Titan's relentless perk for free, being the increased force barrier duration. So we have a couple of builds to consider here, but since we're only working with the defender skill tree, we do have some limitations. My no backup plans have a 98% disc strength roll, and since my recommended perks for this exotic would be the fixed melee attack speed and shotgun loader perks anyway, I would go ahead and spend glass needles on these and try to get a tier 12 capable build. I like to spec with either 525 or a 255 build, but at least maximize your strength stat. So before we start to consider our perk selections, we need to determine how we want to use this exotic. We obviously are going to need to play as a defender and would probably want to use a shotgun to get the most out of it. We'll start by looking at PvE. The viability of the no backup plans will ultimately come down to how often you use shotguns and play as a defender. But there are definitely environments like strikes and raids that would cater to this playstyle. If we really like to play aggressively with a shotgun while still having some survivability, then the no backup plans are a very good choice. It starts to become far more worthwhile going in for risky plays with the no backup plans, since you will only be rewarded if you fully commit to going for a kill. So assuming you are going to use the no backup plans in PvE, whether that be in story missions, strikes, or parts of raids, this is how I would configure my skill tree. If I'm playing solo, I'd probably go with War Machine or Unbreakable, since making orbs is unnecessary in that environment. But for team play, go with Gift of Light. Since I like to use my fully auto Matador in PvE, which has a horribly slow reload speed due to rifled barrel, using the no backup plans with Shotgun Loader, War Machine and Relentless allow me to nearly always have force barrier up and reload my shotgun very quickly. After doing some testing with my clanmate, we found that force barrier on its own, without the no backup plans or Relentless, lasts for about 15 seconds and provides about 95 points of additional armor. With the no backup plans, without Relentless, force barrier lasts for about 20 seconds, and with the no backup plans and Relentless, you get force barrier for about 25 seconds, and the strength of your overshield grants about 120 points of additional armor. So to summarize all of this, the bonus duration of force barrier featured on the no backup plans does actually completely stack with the Relentless perk in the defender skill tree, so if you want to go all out on a force barrier build, go with Relentless. Also, since force barrier lasts for about 25 seconds in this configuration, having tier 5 strength will cool down your melee charge in about 25 seconds too, so theoretically, you could have force barrier up at all times. Anyway, for PvE, if you like using shotguns and want to have a strong build, use Relentless and War Machine. Or if your shotgun already has a quick enough reload speed, go with Unbreakable for solo play, and Gift of Light for team play. So the Crucible is up next, and I'd be more inclined to go with Unbreakable than either War Machine or Gift of Light, since you rarely get enough special ammo to warrant a fast reload, and getting melee kills while force barrier is active probably isn't going to happen. Unbreakable is still a good choice though, since it actively tries to refill your overshield, which as you could imagine, is very ideal for the Crucible. Using the no backup plans with a full shotgun build can be quite strong in the right environments, but obviously, countless nerfs to shotguns and their airborne accuracy greatly hinders its performance. I would have had no problem in the Taken King suggesting a no backup plan build with universal remote and party crasher and just go nuts, but with today's 3-round universal remote and limited special ammo spawns, this build is becoming far less appealing. As a shotgunner myself, I still quite enjoy playing with my Matador or party crasher and Titan skating across maps to barrel stuff guardians with my shotgun, despite it being far less effective than it was before. It's a shame really, since the only time you might be able to simulate the year 2 experience will probably be in Mayhem with the ample special spawns, but honestly, in Mayhem you're better off using Fist of Havoc. So all in all, I would recommend giving the no backup plans a go in the Crucible. Play aggressively and be rewarded with a strong defensive overshield that will constantly recharge with Unbreakable. With tier 5 strength, you will find yourself protected with force barrier quite often, and with high mobility, you will be a handful to deal with. So if you guys have any suggested builds with the no backup plans you particularly enjoy, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, catch you guys in the next vid.